Well, it snowed again. Got, I don't know, an inch of snow. Some pretty good drifts. We didn't have enough wind to quite make it a blizzard, but it sure made a mess. And it's gonna get cold, super cold. Wind chills are gonna be 20 plus below zero, and regular temps are gonna be highs into single digits Fahrenheit and sub-zero Fahrenheit, so that'll be fun. I'm making a super trucker run. I have one load that I have to get to the ethanol plant to fill my contract, and I could probably wait till next week, but next week's gonna be way colder, sub-zero. Metal just fatigues when it gets that cold, so I am not gonna do that. I'm just gonna go today. I'm gonna go 35, 40 mile an hour, take my time, get there, and get home. Getting there won't be any trouble. The truck's loaded, and I have full confidence in driving a fully loaded semi in the snow and the ice. I've done that lots of times. Just got to be careful. Take your time. Pay attention. Way back, the empty truck, that's a different story. We'll just have to see how this goes. As you can see, conditions are not ideal. Snow's 100% covered. Snow, ice. Got more snow blowing across. So yeah, that's fun. There's the occasional splash of salt and sand, but that's all right. There's nothing they can do. It's too cold for salt to work, so you just got to use sand. And it's just going to be a mess, and I just got to go slow and be careful. Oncoming lane has anywhere from sheer ice, bare spot of pavement once in a while, to 2 to 3 inches of snow in places. Up ahead of me, you probably can't tell through the pot up there, but there's 2 snow plows running together. Make a nice wide path for me. Makes my lane not look too bad, but it's far from ideal. If this were not the only load I have to finish this contract, I would not be going here. If I didn't already have it loaded, I wouldn't bother. And next week it's going to just be too cold to run stuff, so we're just going to get this done. Got unloaded, now I gotta drive home empty without any weight on. That might be kind of shouldn't be too bad after driving over there. I'm gonna head back now. From Highway 4 over to the ethanol plant wasn't so bad. But Highway 4 east and then back south of town was pretty tough. Snowplows, I did see 3 snowplows out. I followed 2 from Jamaica over to Highway 4, and they were doing a good job. So I'm sure they got the other side cleared off now. They were turning around and heading back. So this should be all that bad. I'm just glad I'm not making a career doing this. I used to do this all the time, and I'll talk about that some other time. But yeah, I got plenty of experience driving on the crapjacular winter roads in the Midwest. Not my favorite thing to do. Right now, I'm headed out to go check the cows. These are my father-in-law's cows, and we have not had to feed them any hay yet. It's now the 3rd, 4th of February, 5th, something like that. And before the blizzard and the sub-zero temperatures that were arriving today and through next week, I decided I'd put out 1 bale of hay just to see if they were interested. And when I drove out to do that, I drove right through the cows and they showed absolutely no interest. It sat there, and when the blizzard let up yesterday, I could see they still hadn't touched it. But I can see today, it looks like they may have demolished the entire bale. And they have been very content going around in the corn stalks out here, getting kernels of corn and leaves and husks, and I think they've kept it in very good condition. But it's finally getting super cold, and we've had enough snow that it might be getting difficult for them to paw through the snow and get to that now. And it's just getting so doggone cold, it's a lot of work for them. And I'm gonna call and see what he wants to do, if I want to put on another bale of hay, or if he thinks we ought to round them up and head them home before it gets too cold. Or I can feed them here for that matter. It really doesn't make too much difference to me. But I'm gonna check them out and see what they all look like. I'm sure they're all happy to see somebody. I'm sure they were happy for the bale of hay. They look like they've enjoyed it. Whoa. They're all just going, what's up, what's up, what's up? Pick up the tractor, because normally I drive the pickup, but there's some pretty deep spots in the snow, and I just don't want any problems. So I decided I'd just take the all-terrain, all-weather, all-purpose vehicle. And yeah, it also gives me a nice little higher vantage point to check out the moose. Well, they're eating it. They got some left. They need to clean that up before we put any more out. Definitely not putting any more out until we clean that up. But they look like they've been in pretty good condition. Hey cows. What do you guys think, huh? What do you guys think? Ooh. They say, quit bothering us, we're eating. The method we're using to feed them is to set the bale on its side, large square bales, and leave the twines intact and let them chew through it, and it holds it tight enough that this will end up resulting in the least amount of waste, is what my father-in-law has discovered. So that's what we're doing here. But the important thing is you have to pick up these twines, because they will absolutely ruin your day with the planter. So I just got to make sure I get them picked up.
Papa stopped by to drop off some hay for the cows. Just checking on the boys, making sure they're out there playing right. Having some fun. That's the snow pile. Show Papa what all we can do.